so weird. This app shows that my credit score's pretty good, but I couldn't get the car loan.
Are you using myfico.com?
No, it's some other company.
Oh, you should get a MyFICO account instead. FICO scores are the ones used by 90% of lenders, and other credit scores can vary up to 100 points.
That would have been helpful yesterday.
Get the scores lenders use. Get the right FICO credit score for your credit goal, including your FICO scores used for mortgages, auto loans, and credit cards. Visit myfico.com or download the MyFICO app to get started today.
Radio Metropolis.
Welcome to the Suspense radio podcast here on Radio Metropolis. In our story tonight, The Sisters, we find that we have two sisters who find their lives unraveling inside a lonely seaside mansion because one of the sisters decides to buy a casket for someone who will die in 3 weeks. Her. Which one? Rosalind Russell stars tonight. At the time of this broadcast, Russell was one of Hollywood's premier comedy stars, known for her fast-talking career woman roles in screwball comedies like His Girl Friday from 1940, My Sister Eileen, 1942. This episode of The Sisters, however, sheds her witty persona to play Lydia as this cold and calculating sister of the two. And since she was mostly known for screwball comedy, as I said, I can tell you that audiences in 1948, listening to this, were a little disturbed by Russell's first scene where she is calmly, that you're going to hear, I'm not giving anything away, but she is calmly discussing the measurements of a coffin, which we find out soon is for her. The mortician, by the way, is played by our former host of Suspense, Joe Kearns. A little trivia for you. Rosalind Russell. She had a reputation for being a tough, outspoken, and fiercely independent professional who frequently pushed back against the Hollywood studio system. Early in her career, Russell was signed to Universal Pictures, but was irritated that they didn't use her well, so she concocted an elaborate ruse to get released from them and to sign with rival MGM. This is what she did. She arrived at a meeting with Universal Studio head Carl Laemmle Jr., and she wore the ugliest, unbecoming outfit one would ever imagine. And on top of that, exaggerated theatrical makeup, acting absolutely pitiful. And the woman that comes to my mind at that time that would have done that, it would have been Bette Davis and Whatever Happened to Baby Jane. Think of that look. That's how she showed up to the meeting. And she was claiming to Laemmle that she was homesick and very unhappy, and Laemmle bought into it. He says, okay, released her. And soon after, she signed with MGM. I'd like to find out more about that, and how he felt about that. It's like, well, wait a minute, I thought you were homesick, you signed with MGM? I'll do a little more research into that. I'm kind of curious now. In the movie The Women, 1939, she had a well-known dispute with co-star Norma Shearer over billing, as Shearer's contract stipulated nobody could share top billing with her. When Russell found out about the billing restriction, she refused to show up for work in protest. The studio relented and changed the opening credits to give significant prominence, that's the word they use, I'm using that exactly, significant prominence to Russell's name, despite Shearer's sole star clause. In 1943, Russell suffered a mental breakdown due to the stress of her career, with the added angst of the sudden deaths of both a brother and a sister. In 1955, Russell delivered a critically acclaimed performance as the schoolteacher Rosemary in the film Picnic. And so good was her performance that the studio, Columbia, said, hey, you know what? We're going to do a campaign for you for an Oscar as Best Supporting Actress. Russell, who felt she was a lead, had a little bit of a problem with that. And she'd already been nominated for Best Actress 4 times prior to that, and she refused to let her name be submitted for supporting. As a result, she wasn't nominated for the film at all. despite many critics believing it was one of her finest dramatic turns. She had breast cancer later in life, resulting in a double mastectomy in which she became an advocate for medical research. She ultimately died from the disease on November 28th, 1976, at the age of 69. And although Rosalind Russell plays Lydia tonight, and she is the bona fide star of this episode, special notice should be given to Suspense regular Lorene Tuttle, who turns in an excellent performance as the unstable sister, Ellie. So let's check this out. This is The Sisters from December 9th, 1948, here on the Suspense Radio Podcast on Radio Metropolis.
Suspense. Autolite and its 60,000 dealers and service stations bring you radio's outstanding theater of thrills. Starring tonight, Miss Rosalind Russell in Anton Leader's production of The Sisters, a tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
Here is one I think would be very lovely. It has a far superior lining, pure silk, much heavier than the others we've looked at. Do you care for this one, Miss Haskell?
Yes, that's very nice. But I believe I'd like to see something perhaps even a little better.
Oh, of course. If you will just step over this way, Miss Haskell. Now, here is an exquisite casket, something that really does honor to the departed.
Yes, it's beautiful.
Now, the interior's just the same as the last, but the casket itself is of bronze, solid bronze.
Won't that be rather heavy?
Oh, yes, but not too heavy. Will there be 6 pallbearers?
I don't know.
Well, it doesn't matter, really. 4 men can carry this very easily, very. Miss Haskell, I want you to notice the floral design here, all hand-wrought, every bit of it. And, yes, notice the seams in this casket, airtight and watertight, guaranteed. You know, of course, how important that is.
Yes.
Yes. But this casket, in 100 years or even 200 years, will be just as strong and will look just as beautiful as it does on this stand today. You couldn't buy a finer piece of workmanship.
How much would this one be, please?
This casket, Duravo, by the way, Duravo for durability, we say in the trade. This casket is priced at $775. We can't bring back the departed. Our only solace is the knowledge that we have done them the last possible honor.
Very well. I'll take this one.
Oh, well, I'm sure you are making a very wise choice. In all my years as a mortician, I've never found a family that regretted money spent on a Duravo. Now, let me see.
I'll give you a check.
Oh, that won't be necessary. Not immediately. After the funeral will do. Oh, by the way, we haven't mentioned it. Are we handling the funeral arrangements?
I don't know yet.
Oh, well, you want the casket delivered somewhere?
No. I'd like you to hold it for a while, please.
Hold it? But for how long?
For 3 weeks.
3 weeks? I don't understand. Who is the party, the deceased? Who is the casket for?
It's for me.
I heard you come in. Where have you been, Lydia? You've been gone all afternoon.
I've been shopping.
What did you buy? Did you get the ribbons I asked for?
No, I didn't have time.
Oh, I wanted some new ribbons. These are all worn out. See, Lydia?
Ellie, I wish you'd stop putting ribbons in your hair like a schoolgirl. You're almost 40 years old.
I know, Lydia. I know.
Then try to act like it. Oh, hand me my sewing. And light the lamp. It's getting dark.
I wonder why we have to grow old. Wouldn't it be wonderful if we had always stayed young like we used to be? Oh, Lydia. Remember when Mother used to send us out to school with our ribbons matching and our dresses matching? And at the end of the day, no one would even guess we were sisters because I was always so mussed and you were always so clean. Oh, I wish we were young again, Lydia.
Stop talking nonsense, Ellie.
It is nonsense, isn't it? Oh, the doorbell rang while you were out, just before you came home.
You didn't answer it?
Oh, no. You told me never to answer it. I just looked out of the upstairs window.
Did you see who it was?
Oh, yes, it was a man. A rather big man. He rang a long time and then he went away.
He didn't see you, did he?
Oh, no. I just peeked ever so carefully from behind the curtains. Then I came down here and watched him going down the walk.
You came downstairs?
Yes.
I told you never to come down those stairs when I'm not in this house.
It was all right, Lydia. I held on very tight to the banisters all the way, and I didn't once look down the stairwell. So I didn't get dizzy, and I didn't want to jump.
Well, don't do it again.
It was just that I was lonely. I didn't think you were ever coming home. Lydia, you didn't tell me what you bought.
A Duravo.
What's that? What's a Duravo?
Don't ask so many questions, Ellie.
All right. Lydia, I think I'll sew, too. I could fix up one of these old ribbons here. May I, Lydia?
Yes, sew. It will be good for you.
Thank you. Lydia.
Yes?
Lydia, could I go shopping someday?
Don't be a fool.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just thought that... No, I suppose you're right. It wouldn't do. Not yet. Lydia, sing with me.
You know I never sing.
There wasn't any mail today.
Wasn't there?
No. I thought perhaps there'd be a letter from David. It's been such a long time since he's written, hasn't it?
I haven't noticed.
Oh, yes. He used to write every week on Tuesday, and I'd get the letter on Thursday. But there wasn't one this week or last or the week before that. Strange, isn't it? But perhaps he's been busy.
Perhaps.
Still, he never used to be too busy to write. I can't understand it. Do you suppose there's some other reason?
What are you trying to say to me, Ellie? Are you hinting perhaps I'm keeping your mail from you?
Oh, no.
Well, you certainly seem to be. Why should I keep David's letters from you?
But I didn't say that. I just said it was strange that David hasn't written, that's all. You wouldn't keep David's letters, I know that, Lydia.
Go on with your sewing.
Yes. I want to finish this ribbon.
Stop singing that. Stop it.
But, Lydia, it's a hymn.
I don't care. I said stop. Or learn something else. That's all you sing day and night. Same tune over and over and over. Now stop it.
Lydia, sometimes you frighten me. The way you look at me, you make me think that perhaps I'm not getting well. That perhaps I'm still crazy. I'm not still crazy. Am I, Lydia?
Yes?
Evening. Are you Miss Lydia Haskell?
Yes?
Well, can I speak to you for a minute? I was here this afternoon. There was no one home.
What is it, please?
We had a call from Doan Brothers, the undertakers. I'm from the police department.
Oh, really? I don't see what the police could want with me. Come in if you wish.
Thank you.
Sit down.
Thank you. There's nothing we want, Miss Haskell, except it's sort of unusual for a woman to order a casket for herself.
Unusual? I've heard of many cases of that kind. People who are alone in the world, there's no one else to look after things.
Oh, yes, sure, I know. Only it's a little more unusual when you can name the date. The undertaker said you wanted the casket held for 3 weeks. Why 3 weeks? There must be some reason for it.
There is. I'm going to die. I shall die in 3 weeks, or perhaps even before. There's no doubt in my mind about it, and that's why I've ordered the casket. You may call it a premonition if you want.
Maybe I could also call it suicide. Well, that's why I'm here, Miss Haskell. I don't know whether you know it, but suicide's a crime in the eyes of the state.
A crime for which there is no punishment.
Not if it's successful, no. But there is prevention.
I know I'm going to die. I feel it. But I have no intention of taking my own life. There's no need to do so.
Miss Haskell, this premonition, as you call it, have you any idea what brought it on?
No.
Have you been speaking to anyone? No fortune tellers or anything like that?
No.
Well, what makes you so sure? How do you know you can trust this premonition? You're not an old woman. I'd say you're in pretty good health. You've got a lot of good years ahead of you.
I have a religion, not a church religion. Just one of my own. It preaches that people go on living until they've outgrown their usefulness. Then they die from one cause or another. When that time comes, the desire to live is gone. And only desire keeps the body and soul alive and breathing.
Oh, I don't understand that.
I'm sorry.
Miss Haskell, do you live alone here?
Yes.
No relations, no housekeeping?
I live alone here.
Well, it's a pretty large house for a person living alone.
There are 3 floors and far too many rooms. But it's on the outskirts of town. It's quiet, and it gives me the privacy I've been looking for. A privacy which you are invading for the first time since I moved here 5 years ago.
I'm sorry, Miss Haskell. I'm only doing my job. I was told to look you up and find out why you bought that casket.
Then I think we may assume your job is over?
Yeah, I guess so, but the office might ask me to drop back once in a while just to keep in touch, you know.
I won't be at home.
Why? You don't go out very much, I ask. The folks in town say they don't even see you more than once a week.
When you come, I won't be at home.
All right. Sorry to bother you.
Good night.
Good night. Oh, Miss Haskell, how are you going to die?
I don't know, nor do I consider it important. Why should you?
Good night.
Good night.
From lashes for days with the viral Liquid Lash Extensions Mascara to lift and color from their brilliant eye brightener, Thrive Cosmetics is the go-to for amplifying everyday looks. Plus, every product is 100% vegan, cruelty-free, and made with clean, skin-loving ingredients that work with your skin. Amplify your everyday. Go to thrivecosmetics.com/shine26 for an exclusive offer of 20% off your first order. That's Thrive Cosmetics, CAUSEMETICS.com/shine26.
After he'd gone, I stood there in the hall thinking. Perhaps I'd made a mistake. Perhaps I shouldn't have gone to the mortician's. I had thought it would be so clever, but I hadn't thought he might become suspicious, send a policeman, send someone snooping around, asking questions, trying to find out things. I was so upset thinking about it, I hadn't heard her come down the stairs. Lydia. Ellie, what are you doing down here? What are you doing sitting on the steps in the dark?
Lydia.
Haven't I told you never to come down here at night?
Lydia.
What do you want?
I heard that man who was here. Lydia, why did you buy the casket? Why are you going to die? You mustn't, Lydia, you mustn't die. I'd be alone if you died. And you know what would happen. They'd send me away like they did once before. The people in the town would come and find me living here and they'd send me away.
Go up to bed, Ellie. Go to sleep.
How can I sleep? Oh, Lydia, you won't die. Promise me you won't.
I promise you. Now go to bed.
But why did you buy the casket? And the things you said to that man as if you wanted to die. Why, Lydia? Why do you want to die? I don't want to die. No one does.
You have such a lot to live for, haven't you, Ellie?
Yes. I've been happy, Lydia. You made me happy. And someday when I'm well again, I'll go back home. And David will be waiting for me. You know he'll be there. You've always told me he'd be waiting. And he'll see that I'm well again and he'll take me back. I'm not so old, am I? David won't see me as old. He told me that when I was well, no matter how long it took, he'd still see me as a young girl. That's why I've been happy. Just waiting for the time I can go back to David.
Haven't you heard yet? And haven't you learned it? Don't you know yet that you're mad and you'll always be mad?
No, don't say that. I'm getting better, Lydia.
Yes.
You know I'm getting better.
Yes, of course, putting bows in your hair, sewing ribbons all day long, sneaking about the house at night, spying on me, singing the same hymn over and over and over until I think I'm going mad, too.
Is that why you want to die? To get away from me? Why, I thought you loved me, Lydia.
Why should I love you? Look what life has given me and tell me why. You've always spoiled everything for me, even from the time we were children.
Why, how could I spoil everything? We were just like the same child, Lydia, twins. You were I, and I was you.
We looked the same, yes. We were born the same day, yes, and that's where it ended. You were the nice one. I used to hear them say so. You were even the prettiest, they said, as if they could see any difference between us. Well, whatever you wanted, you had. You smiled so beautifully, and I never smiled. I was the sullen one, the dark cloud in the house.
You made it so, Lydia. We all loved you.
When your doll was broken, they gave you mine. When you tore your dancing dress, you took mine.
You gave it to me, Lydia. I remember you gave it to me. You gave it to me.
I've always given things to you. I've given you my whole life. I even gave you David.
Lydia, you were in love with David. He came to our house. Was it you he came to see? Oh, Lydia, I didn't know.
You never knew. No one did. I had to stand by and watch you take him from me. And when you had your first attack, I was glad. People said it was a shame, but I was glad.
Lydia.
Because I knew that he could never have you. Oh, yes, you were going away and be cured. He was going to wait. It wouldn't matter how long he waits. You'll never be cured, and he'll never have you, never.
You hate me. You've always hated me. I see it now. Even when you've been taking care of me. When we came to this town, you didn't bring me here so I'd be cured. You wanted to keep me this way. Man, that's why you took me out of that place. Because they might have made me well again.
Go upstairs.
You hate me. And now you're going to die. Leave me without anyone.
I will not die. Oh, Ellie. Ellie, I'm sorry we had this quarrel. I didn't mean to upset you. It's just that I'm upset myself and tired. I didn't mean the things I said.
You bought a casket.
It was only an idea I had in case anything ever happened to me.
You bought a casket. Lydia, was it for yourself? Or is it for me?
Ellie!
You wouldn't. You wouldn't, would you, Lydia?
What are you talking about?
Hold the lamp up. Hold it close to you. I want to see your face.
Go up to bed.
Yes. I can see it in your eyes. It is for me. You're going to kill me. You're going to murder me.
Don't be a fool, Ellie.
It's true. You want to get rid of me. Because you hate me. Oh, now I see. You love David. And you're going to kill me. And they'll come and find me and bury me. And they'll think it's you.
Be quiet.
That's why you bought the casket. They'll think it's you who is dead, because no one knows I'm living here. And then you'll go away and you'll go back to Dave. And you'll say that Lydia has died. And he'll think you are me and that you're well again. And he'll marry you. You'll have him. You'll be Ellie. You'll have David in my place.
Did you hear what I said? Be quiet. Now go upstairs and get to bed.
Oh, Lydia. Lydia. How can you be so wicked?
Ellie. Ellie, are you awake? Ellie. Dear, you mustn't think any more about what we said tonight. Do you hear? It's not so, Ellie. It's just your imagination. You mustn't think about it. It will be bad for you. Are you asleep, Ellie? She's not asleep. She's lying over there on the other side of the room, staring at me through the dark. She knows it was the truth tonight. She's going to die. I'm going to kill her. That quarrel. I shouldn't have let her know. I lost my temper, stupid. Now I must think clearly. What was my plan? How was I going to kill her? It mustn't look like murder. They'll suspect things then. It must be suicide, and it must be soon now that she knows. There, listen. She's starting again. She's singing again. That hymn. No, I must be calm. Don't get excited. Think clearly. How was I going to kill her? Oh, I wish it were over. I could go back then. Back to David. How quickly she saw through that. That I'd go back in her place. But he'll never suspect. I'll be Ellie to him. Ellie cured and happy again. I'll learn to smile. But first she must die. Now, which way is best? The stairs. Of course, the stairwell. She gets dizzy if she looks down into the stairwell. Yes, it will be so easy. In a day or two, that policeman will come back to the house. They'll find her, and they'll think it's me. The stairwell. 3 floors from the attic here. 3 floors straight down. It's so easy when you think clearly. The stairwell, of course. Ellie, you mustn't cry anymore. Do you hear me? Are you afraid of the dark? I'll light the lamp for you. There, dear. That's better, isn't it? Why, you're shivering. Are you cold? Come. Put your wrapper on. We'll go down to the parlor and light a fire. And I'll make a nice cup of hot milk for you. Come, Ellie. No. Ellie, stop acting like this. Now, come, dear. Here's your wrapper. Put it around your shoulders. That's a girl now. Get up. Get up now. I'll carry the lamp. Give me your hand, dear. Why, you're cold as ice. Now, be careful. Walk slowly. There we are. Now, hold on to the banister, dear. That's right. I'll hold the lamp up high so you can see better.
I'm afraid. The stairwell.
It's right here, dear. You see?
I'm afraid.
Ellie, you must get over that fear. Look, Ellie. Just look down. There's nothing to frighten you. Look down the stairwell, Ellie.
No.
I'm holding you, dear. Now just lean over and look down. You can see all the way.
No, don't make me look. Don't make me.
It's nothing.
No.
There's nothing at all. Now, are you dizzy? I'm holding you.
Let me go.
Come
I can't
closer,
stand
dear.
it.
No, come closer.
No.
Lean over. Lean over.
No.
Do you hear, Ellie?
Let me get back.
Ellie, look down.
No.
Now,
Let
Ellie.
me go.
Lean over.
No.
Look down.
No.
Look down.
A very strange thing, yes. It was brought to my mind, of course, because this is the house just here.
This one?
The next one we're coming to, yes. She was in to see us just a few days ago. Came in to order the casket. She saw a casket she wanted, and then she told me it was for herself.
She must have had a premonition.
I notified the police, of course. Why, she said she wanted me to hold the casket 3 weeks. Then, just the day before yesterday, the police came back to the house here and found her lying at the bottom of the stairwell, dead. Oh, she'd been dead about 2 days.
Funny how she knew.
The banister up on the attic floor broke away and she fell.
Did she have any people?
No, lived alone, they tell me. We're going to bury her tomorrow. Haskell, the name was.
Haskell. Strange, living all by herself here in a big 3-story frame house.
Yes, isn't it?
Say.
Oh, what is it?
Oh, my imagination, I guess. I could have sworn I saw a light in the attic window just now.
Oh, it couldn't have been. The police have shut it up.
Yes, of course. That story of yours really gave me the creeps. Let's walk on.
What a queer thing the power of suggestion is. You've conveyed it to me. Well, you know, just now I thought I could hear someone upstairs in there. A woman singing.
A woman?
Yes, sort of crooning to herself. Some kind of hymn.
And now here again is Miss Rosalind Russell.
It has been a great pleasure to appear here tonight on Suspense. And I want to thank Tony Leader and his fine cast, and especially Lorraine Tuttle for her splendid performance as Ellie. I know none of you will want to miss James Cagney's appearance next week on radio's outstanding theater of thrills in a story called No Escape, another gripping study in
Suspense.
Miss Rosalind Russell may currently be seen in the independent artist production The Velvet Touch. Tonight's suspense play, The Sisters, was written by George Wells, with music composed by Lucien Moraweck and conducted by Lud Bluskin. The entire production was under the direction of Anton M. Leader. In the coming weeks, Suspense will present such stars as Ronald Colman, William Bendix, Ethel Barrymore, Frank Sinatra, and many others. Make it a point to listen each Thursday to Suspense, radio's outstanding theater of thrills. And next Thursday, same time, hear James Cagney in No Escape. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
And that was The Sisters from December 9th, 1948, here on the Suspense Radio podcast on Radio Metropolis. Now, the only thing I can assume, and this is how it sounded to me, is that Lydia, Rosalind Russell's character, was successful in her plan to murder her twin sister Ellie and assume her identity so that the good sister Ellie, who got all the affection and the man Lydia loved, would be first driven mad and then succumb to a terrible tragic accident, such as falling through a banister, which is what happened. But when we heard this, we weren't sure if they both fell or if one fell until we heard the hymn. Now, I thought for sure Ellie would have survived, but the humming, that hymn, like I said at the end, sure sounded like Lydia's gravelly voice to me and not really, in tune. Whereas Lorraine Tuttle was, humming in tune. Actually, it was a very pretty melody when she was doing it. Not so with Rosalind Russell. It sounded like a foghorn in the distance. That's why I think she survived, but it doesn't really state one way or the other. Tonight's version that we heard, and it's funny because we did cover this in many, many seasons ago here on the Suspense Radio podcast. I don't remember it. I do remember Agnes Moorehead being in it, and it was performed in 1944 with Agnes Moorehead, and that version is often cited as the definitive recording. So I probably should have remembered the plot line a little bit more, but I didn't. But I do remember her somehow being a part of that because Agnes Moorehead's very memorable when she does a part. This script will be performed one more time in 1958 with Frances Farmer as Lydia. And this, the time when Frances does this, it'll be one of her first performances after her real-life institutionalization and retirement. This added a layer of real suspense for contemporary audiences because she was crazy for a long time, and you don't know what you're going to get. It's kind of like, Forrest Gump with that box of chocolates. You don't know what you're going to get, and that's kind of what it was. So people were listening to this wondering, is she going to make it through? Is she really nuts? Makes for great drama, doesn't it? And a great story. You may remember the 1982 movie Frances with Jessica Lange, who received an Oscar and Golden Globe nomination for Best Actress. In this episode, the sound effects, by the way, this suspense episode, the sound effects of the decaying mansion, with the creaking doors, the banister breaking, the wind, the heavy thud of the coffin being delivered, this is considered, for this episode, and I'm not sure why it's just this episode, but it does work, and I was drawn to this. It is considered some of the best Foley work, and Foley is sound effect work, in the series history. So I am curious as to why only this episode and not others. And again, Suspense is known for doing a lot of great things, and I don't really think of them as the sound effects show, much like I do with Dragnet, which relies very heavily on realism and really being in a situation, really walking down the hall, really taking a drink of water, really taking a drag off a cigarette, really shuffling papers, all of that stuff. Suspense doesn't really do that. So the fact that it was pointed out here, I find very, very interesting. And I did catch that myself as well, too. Good episode tonight. Again, you knew one was going to survive. At least that's what you would assume. One would survive, one of the sisters. And you might have thought it might have been Ellie, but it's nice that Lydia survived, because that's the unholy twist. Right? That was The Sisters from December 9th, 1948, here on the Suspense Radio Podcast on Radio Metropolis.
Ready to love your floors again? At sngcarpet.com, finding the perfect floor is easy. Hundreds of choices in luxury vinyl, carpet, hardwood, and laminate, with flooring experts ready to help you find the right one for your home and your life. From guiding your choice, to moving your furniture, to professional installation and finishing details like baseboards, S&G makes the entire process simple from start to finish. And with our no surprise guarantee, the price we quote is the final price you pay. No hidden fees, no last minute charges, just expert guidance, seamless installation, and floors built for real life. Visit sngcarpet.com or call 866-632-2773 to schedule your free, personalized in-home appointment.